It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader, 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Effingham High School, the home of the Hearts, for what should be an exciting basketball game. The Teutopolis Wooden Shoes at Effingham to take on the Flaming Hearts. I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside, Gail Warner back at the studios, and C.J. Schmidt is here videotaping the game, so it'll be up on the YouTube channel. It'll seem like a matter of moments after the game's over before C.J. does his magic, so it'll be available, and if you want to buy a copy, we can take care of that too. Talk to my friend and his, Brian Herman. He can take care of that. So we think we have you covered. Matt, I tell you, I don't have any idea who's going to win this game.
A lot of people have asked me that very same question, and I'm like, well, one of them. I mean, you really have no idea how these teams are going to respond after the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic, where each club ended up finishing 2-2 on the tournament. And you look at it, first game after, because of the snow out that happened earlier, is why we're playing tonight. These two teams have a combined 18 wins, 9 apiece. There's not a lot of pick between from the Hearts and the Wooden Shoes tonight.
Yep, same tournament record, same record. Basically, one's 9-3, one's 9-4. That's the only difference between these two wins and losses. Effingham has a big lift in Drew Thompson being back, and he's going to start tonight for the Hearts. Maybe a little quicker than any of us thought he would after that bone bruise, but I think he's probably going to go as hard as he can, and Obi has other kids to step in if things don't go well.
Well, and they did do a nice job of stepping up during the tournament when Drew suffered that injury. Now, it's always nice to have him back, and they're going to put him in the starting lineup right away. A lot of schools of thought as to how you handle that. It depends on the kid, the injury, and the situation. And they said, hey, if he's good to play, why not start him? That's what he's used to. And so Drew gets the start tonight. But Jacob Briggerman's still out, and he'll be out for a long time. And that's a big player off the bench that contributes a lot, just not available. And like Obi said during the tournament, we're just not going to rush him back, not going to rush Drew back either, but Drew's ready to go.
Yep. And I think that Jacob Briggerman has bigger fish to fry, and that's what Obi said. He's got bigger things than playing JV basketball as a possibility for him. So we'll hope for the best, that it's a complete healing and the surgery did its job and he'll be 100% soon. Teutopolis feeling pretty healthy, although I think a little disappointed in how they finished. Although I like the spin that Chet put on it. It was a fair spin, it's positive spin. They went 2-2. They've got 9 wins going into the new year. Got a lot to build on. You don't look at that one game where they admittedly turned it over way too much against Sacred Heart Griffin. But Sacred Heart Griffin's a real good ball club.
Yeah, and that's what the tournament's all about. You're going to play good ball clubs every time you take the court. You better be ready. And, you know, sometimes it's not a matter of being ready. Sometimes it's just the ball doesn't bounce your way on occasion. And, you know, that's basketball. And it's how you respond to adversity can tell you a lot about your kids and your program. And I think that's what you say adversity. Still, 9-3, 9-4 as a part of the season. A lot of coaches would take that at this time of the year.
Now, a lot of coaches would love that adversity, wouldn't they? Let's take a break. We'll look at more pregame information on this one. Teutopolis at Effingham here on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Effingham High School, Mr. Little of voice here is going to give way to Mr. Robinson, who is clear and distinctive in his call of the game tonight, but I just want to be a helper here for a little bit. T-Town won the JV game 44-33. It was a 6-point game after a quarter, and then the Shoes kind of kicked it in gear from that point. So T-Town a winner by 11, and Max Nieberge, the only kid for either team in double figures, so balanced scoring. That's the way you say that.
It really was balanced, like you said. He had 12 for Teutopolis to lead them. They had, I think, 3 kids with 7 points behind him. And Effingham's leading scorers were Logan Powles and Zaruzan. They each had 6 points apiece, and they had about 3 or 4 other kids that had 4 and 5. I mean, it was just a low-scoring affair, but a good contest, and hopefully we see a good contest here in the nightcap as well. I got a kick out of Jacob Briggerman. I was laughing a little bit when we come back on the air because T-Town was getting ready to go into the locker room, but a ball came over to the Effingham bench where Briggerman was standing on his crutches talking to his coaches and stuff, and the ball just kind of rolled up to him and bumped him slightly. No big deal. And the player from T-Town came and picked it up, and Briggerman took his crutch and he hit him with it. Nothing malicious. It was definitely friendly. I'm sure they know each other, but that's the whole thing. These kids across the creek, they know each other so well, and they play summer baseball, they play summer basketball, they play all kinds of sports against each other and with each other all throughout the year, and that's what makes these rivalries so special.
Exactly so. This is a fun game. It gets a little testy for about an hour and a half, and then it goes right back to being fun after the game. Because great relationship. I talked about this during the tournament, about the fact that these two arch rivals can come together as two communities and sponsor an event like the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Just makes your heart warm that they work together as well as they do, and some of the folks work all year round to make that tournament possible. That's pretty special.
It is. It really is. And like you say, it takes so much to pull off an event like that. And it takes, like you say, both schools, both facilities teaming up, working together. And then after that tournament ended, basically a week ago, here we are the following Friday, 6 days later, for these two teams to play against each other. And they'll go after it tooth and nail. And it's like you say, you don't want to beat anybody more than your brother. And that's basically the feeling you get anytime you have St. Anthony, T-Town, Effingham, T-Town, Effingham, and St. Anthony. Those three schools kind of work a triangle with each other, and they all love to compete so hard against one another because their programs are so good. And it just feeds into itself, and they all build each other up in the long run, and that's what you like to see.
Exactly so.
Effingham Hearts are coming back out of the locker room. Teutopolis still down in the locker room. Just a couple of minutes showing on the clock here as we get set for more pregame activities. Let's take a break and come back with your starting lineups and get you set for high school basketball as it's Effingham and Teutopolis here on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
And we welcome you back to Effingham High School, home of the Hearts, the Flaming Hearts, and they're hosting the Wooden Shoes, a couple of unique nicknames. You know, you just grow up with it, you don't really think about it too much, but that's a couple of unique nicknames for some high school teams.
Every time one of these teams gets statewide recognition, that's one thing that the announcers always harp on, the uniqueness of the nicknames. We know that's what they are, so no big thing for us.
We don't think anything about it. We just worry about the sport that they're playing, and usually whatever it is, they're playing a pretty good at it. And again, we're blessed with so many quality teams in our area, and these two are representing themselves very well as we get set for the national anthem to be played here in front of a, won't say capacity crowd, but there's a very few seats left remaining. If you're still thinking you're going to get into the gymnasium, you can find a place to go. But it won't exactly be prime seating, I wouldn't say, unless you know somebody who knows somebody.
Quick mention that at halftime, we're going to have a special recognition for Darren Feldkamp, who retired last year from the Effingham County Sheriff's Department. He was the school resource officer for Unit 40 for many years. So he's going to be recognized right at the start of halftime, so you'll want to stick around for that.
And we'll turn it downstairs now for the national anthem, as it's going to be performed here at Effingham High School.
Our national anthem, and the color guard from Effingham American Legion Post 120 will now leave the floor under the direction of Mr. Lou Benemeyer. They'll head off the floor now, and then we'll have the introduction of the lineups, and Matt is going to take a look at those for you.
All right, thank you very much, Greg, and thank you to the Legion Post for always being out to displaying the colors in front of these great high school basketball fans. Let's run through the lineups quick, because I think the lights might go out on us here in just a second. So we'll look at the visitors from Teutopolis. They have their familiar 5 starting lineup of Jordan Hardick, number 2. He's a 6-foot junior. He is averaging about 12.5 points a ball game. Also out there is Luke Ungren. He's the point guard. He's a 5'10 senior wearing number 32. Ungren at about 7.5 points a ball game. In the middle, it'll be Brock Daters. Brock's a 6'4 senior wearing number 42. He is averaging 7 points a game. Evan Wormert gets the call at a forward spot. He's actually the leading scorer by just a hair for Teutopolis at 12.8 points a game. He's a 6'4 junior wearing number 14. And rounding out the lineup is another senior. It's Mitch Hardick. He's number 20. He's 6'3 playing a forward spot. He averages about 5.5 points a ball game, but man, he plays good defense, gets you some rebounds, does a lot of the dirty work for Chester Readers Club, who is 9-3 on the season. For OB Farmers, Effingham Hearts, they're 9-4 on the campaign, and they'll go back to their original starting lineup with Drew Thompson back available for his club. He's a 6'1 junior wearing number 21. He's out at a guard spot, joined by Tate Niebrigi, a 6-foot senior. Niebrigi will be joined by a third guard in the lineup, Parker Wolf. He's a 6'1 junior. Nate Thompson, big tournament for Nate. He's a 6'5 junior wearing number 23. Nate will get the call at a forward spot. And Jacob Stoneburner, your final starter at 6'2. He's a senior for this Effingham Hearts ball club. He's a junior for this ball club. Stortzum wears number 35 for OB Farmer and the Effingham Hearts. And boy, what a light display they're putting on here, Greg.
They've got the glow sticks in the chamber, the student cheering section for Effingham. All of the cheerleaders have Christmas lights, as it were, on their hands and on their shoes. So it's real pretty. I hope it's showing up okay for CJ. He says he's getting a pretty good shot. There is a huge number of students here, both over in the shoebox on the road and here at the chamber at EHS.
The Teutopolis side of the gymnasium is basically full, with the exception of a few folks who don't want to sit behind their student section because they won't get to sit much of the game. And you can pretty much say the same for the Effingham side. They are pretty well packed in here as well. Like I said, if you have to get a seat behind the student section, you might as well just figure on standing, as these two student sections really are enthusiastic behind their teams. And gosh, you got to love the support and pageantry that you see at high school basketball.
No better place to be on a Friday night than at a ball game.
Again, this is a makeup game from a snow out that occurred earlier in December, as these two teams usually meet up a little earlier in the year, but this time it works out to where they meet up after the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic, as it'll be Effingham, of course, your home team in their red uniforms, or excuse me, white uniforms with red numbers. A little bit of green still in the uniform now and again.
Green.
And you've got Teutopolis in their traditional road blue uniform, dark blue with that antique gold numbering and wooden shoes written on the chest. The tip is up. It's controlled by Teutopolis, and we're underway as high school basketball is brought to you here on 97.9 XFM with Teutopolis working the ball to the left side. Looking at a trapping defense to start here. It's a man-to-man, though, for Effingham as Ungren takes it over to the right corner. Got it safely to Wormert out top, maxed up with Thompson. Wormert goes to the backdoor cutting Ungren, who went to the baseline and stepped out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover for the Shoes. Boy, that was a problem for them in the tournament. They're going to look to correct that here tonight.
So far, they've turned it over every trip.
That's true. T-Town's going to apply some full court man-to-man. Drew Thompson and Jordan Hardick are getting friendly with one another. The officials sort that out. And now the inbounds goes to Parker Wolf. He blasts it up the left side, leaves it with Nate Thompson on the right wing, steps around a defender, moves to the elbow for a free throw line jumper. It's no good, and Evan Wormert secures the T-Town rebound. He brings it up court uncontested and hands it off to Mitch Hardick on the left wing. Skip pass to Ungren right side, and he goes back out top to Jordan Hardick. They swing it to Wormert left wing. He gets a screen, now doesn't use it, steps back and goes to Ungren right side, to Hardick towards the corner. Side three, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Hearts, and it'll stay with T-Town under the basket.
Hardick usually puts one up early. I think he gauges his shot. It's kind of like a guy shooting a mortar.
Ungren moving on the baseline to get the ball inbounds. They let him get away with it. He got it over to Hardick. And T-Town sets the offense with a pass to Wormert. Now to Mitch Hardick. He leans into the lane and took an extra step. Nate Thompson was right there defensively, and that's a couple of turnovers now on the Shoes.
Not going to get many points if you never get to shoot.
Exactly a minute into this first quarter of action as Teutopolis again picks up in the full court man-to-man. Parker Wolf takes the inbounds pass and tells everybody else clear out. He's bringing it up with Ungren. Got it across the timeline, lobbed it high post to Stoneburner. Tried to get it to the backdoor cutter. That was Thompson. The pass is picked off, and here comes the Shoes with it after Effingham turns it over for the first time. T-Town works it out to Wormert. Back to Ungren. Left wing three. No good. Rebound taken by Hardick. Nice board by Jordan Hardick. He puts up a shot. It's missed. Rebound taken down by Brock Daters. He's stripped, and Effingham comes out of there with it. They're pushing it to Tate Niebrugge. Right side layup. No good as he got a little out of control. The ball goes towards the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Teutopolis.
Well, great defense down here in this last trip down by T-Town. They knew what Effingham was going to do and try and get it to that cutter, and great anticipation to knock that shot away.
Effingham triggers the inbounds out top to Drew Thompson, to Parker Wolf, now to Tate Niebrugge in the corner. It's a back out top to Thompson. Nice move into the lane, a lot of contact, no whistles. Wow. T-Town comes out of there with the loose ball as Mitch Hardick gets it across the timeline. They go to Jordan Hardick, top of the key. He drives on the left side. He's stripped of the ball as he moves into the lane, and Stoneburner comes up with it. But now Stoneburner has it picked away by Jordan Hardick. He drives for a shot that's no good because he's fouled.
I can barely keep up with the turnovers. That's 3 for Effingham, 4 for Teutopolis.
5:56 to play in the first quarter, and if they're going to let them play like this throughout the contest, there's going to be a lot of turnovers because you're just not going to be able to hang on to the ball.
Different officials from different places, and these guys we haven't seen much. A couple of them hardly at all. And there is our first point of the game.
Jordan Hardick's free throw rolled around, but it did drop through for him. He'll have another attempt here.
And it rolled around.
Kind of did the same thing.
It's a reenactment.
Doesn't matter. The Shoes are up 2-0. They don't care how they got them.
He's not going for style points.
Effingham works the offense. There's the cutter. Parker Wolf. He drives to the left side, sticks it up and in. Parker Wolf ties it at 2.
Well, he goes to the hole, and he'll take as many people with him as he has to. I tell you, he's a strong kid.
Effingham in the man-to-man defense as T-Town works it to Wormert on the left side. He tried to go in the corner to Jordan Hardick. Miscommunication leads to the 5th Teutopolis turnover, and we're not even 2.5 minutes into the ball game.
Had 26 the other night in their last game at the tournament. This is something they're just going to have to find a way to fix.
Effingham.
Stating the obvious.
But it's 2-2. I mean, 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Drew Thompson gets it out top to Stoneburner. Stoneburner from the top of the key finds Nate Thompson left wing. They go to Drew Thompson, corner three, good.
Guess he can rise on a three.
He has his first points. It's 5-2 in favor of Effingham as they have their first lead of the ball game. Teutopolis has it with Wormert. He drives the left side, draws a crowd. Shot's no good because it was contested, and the rebound to Nate Thompson. He brings it coast to coast, leans in, shot no good. A blocking foul whistled, and Nate Thompson will head to the free throw line for a couple.
Said Mitch Hardick didn't quite get set. No foul?
They're pointing out of bounds. They said it was before the shot.
Before the shot, okay. Mitch Hardick picks up the first T-Town foul.
Lob out top to Nate Thompson. He has the catch, looks into Stoneburner, posting up in the middle of the lane, turns, and as he makes a move, he's fouled. So now we're starting to see some whistles that we didn't really see in the first minute or two.
See who this one's on. It's the second for the Shoes. This one's on Brock Daters, his first.
So Effingham will inbounds from under the basket. They're in a line across the baseline. Now they start to move. They find Drew Thompson. He hands it to Parker Wolf. Left corner three is way too strong. Rebound on the weak side to Brock Daters. He gets it to Jordan Hardick. Back to Daters, top of the key. Fakes a three. Back to Jordan Hardick on the right wing. He gets it out top to Mitch Hardick. Mitch skips it to Ungren, right side. Ungren, left wing, Wormert. He'll load up for a three. Off the heel of the rim, no good. 14 shot it, 14 rebounded it, but that's Parker Wolf for Effingham. Pushes it ahead to Nate Thompson. Runner in the lane, wild shot off the glass, no good. Thompson ends up on the floor. T-Town has the rebound. Jordan Hardick pushes it up to Daters. Daters back in the lane to Hardick. He's held on his shot attempt, and Jordan will head back to the free throw line.
First foul of the game on Effingham. Tate Nieberge got it. I'm sorry, second foul of the game. That's Tate's first.
Jordan Hardick already kind of takes an extra second to catch his breath. Free throw is up and good.
It's been a week since they've played a game.
So Hardick has all three of the wooden shoe points. They trail now 5-3, almost halfway through the first quarter. Chester Reeders talking to his bench, saying this is what to expect when you get in there. Meanwhile, Hardick hits that free throw, and he's 4 for 4 at the line, and it's 5-4 in favor of Effingham.
Yeah, Shoes still don't have a bucket.
Driving into the lane is Drew Thompson. Lost the handle. They'll call him for a double dribble. It was going to end up in a turnover either way. So the Hearts turn it over. They're fourth already. So both teams a little ramped up, and it's been allowed to be a little physical as well.
The emotion in this game and the intensity, that certainly is behind some of these turnovers.
Hardick tried to get it to Ungren. Ungren wasn't ready for the pass. He has to go in the backcourt to get it back. And Teutopolis turns it over again.
Not that one. That was not the intensity that allowed that to happen. That's 6 turnovers already.
4 minutes into the game. Effingham triggers it in backcourt. They were right at the scorer's table to inbounds. They got it to Parker Wolf. Now to Drew Thompson, way out on the left wing. He looks top of the key for Stoneburner. Stoneburner holds, finds Nate Thompson. Now to Drew Thompson, left side. Gets it back out to Tate Nieberge. Over to Stoneburner. A corner three, too strong. Nate Thompson's battling for the rebound with Ungren, and the possession arrow is going to, or not the possession arrow, rather the possession will stay with Effingham as Ungren hit it last.
Nate Thompson just getting more and more assertive, isn't he? He gets in there and fights for every rebound.
Didn't secure that one, but he kept it for the Hearts, that's for sure. They work the inbounds from the sideline. They go to Stoneburner in the post. He's double teamed and he travels. Great defense initially by Brock Daters, forces Effingham's 5th turnover. So we've got 11 turnovers and 9 points so far in the game.
Not good return on your investment there.
3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter as T-Town's going to walk it across the timeline with Ungren. He's got a double screen set up out top, takes it to the right side, drives to the layup, and he sticks it up and in. Luke Ungren's first 2 points makes it 6-5 in favor of T-Town. Effingham has it up court with Stoneburner. He holds in the right corner, now leaves it back out top with Drew Thompson over to Tate Nieberge. Now to Nate Thompson, top of the key. He's working against Mitch Hardick. That's tough to do. Tried to pass out of the lane, and the pass is knocked away by Wormert. He has the steal. Leaves it with Hardick to Daters. Daters on the left wing. They swing it around to Wormert. Top of the key three. Around and out, no good. Brock Daters, though, got in, grabbed the rebound. His putback attempt is no good, but he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, he got whacked on the way back up. 3rd Effingham foul. Foul's on Nate Thompson, his first. So a few fouls being recorded, nobody with more than one for either team.
We'll see our first substitution after the first free throw from Brock Daters. It's up off the back of the rim, no good, and Evan Addis, the 6'1 junior, will check in, replacing Mitch Hardick for Teutopolis. Neither team they'll go into their bench, but not as deep as they did earlier in the season, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think both coaches have identified who they can count on and lean on those kids accordingly.
This free throw for Daters is around and out, no good. Stoneburner secures the Effingham rebound. They push it ahead to Drew Thompson on the right wing, cut off by Jordan Hardick. Thompson sends it back out to Tate Niebrigi, who's picked up his dribble in the center circle, but he did get it safely to Wolf. Parker drives the lane, draws a crowd, leaves it underneath with Stoneburner, and Jacob sticks it up and in.
That's what you're supposed to do when you draw a crowd, right, Matt? Find the kid that isn't crowded.
And Jacob was all alone, and he put it up and in to give Effingham a 7-6 lead. T-Town in the offense. Skip pass from corner to corner. Now they get it to Evan Wermert on the right side. Drives for a layup. It's no good.
Really moved.
Yeah, but the rebound taken down by Nate Thompson. To Parker Wolf, back to Nate Thompson. Catches on the left side, drives for the left-handed layup. It's no good. Rebound tipped out and taken by Hardick. Jordan pushes it up court. Lost the handle as he was trying to shuffle it to a teammate, and it goes out of bounds for another T-Town turnover. Their 7th of the quarter as we have a substitution for the Shoes. Max Niebrigi checks in. He replaces Jordan Niebrigi, or Jordan Hardick rather. Brock Daters is out. Matthew Daters is in, and Wermert is also out as they brought Mitch Hardick back. Effingham 5 still remains the same as they have the ball out top with Stoneburner. He leaves it left wing to Thompson. That's Drew. They get it out top to Tate Niebrigi. Now to Stoneburner right wing to Parker Wolf. He's in the corner, now brings it out to the free throw line, dumps it underneath for Stoneburner, who thought Wolf was going to shoot it. The pass is a little off the mark, and it's behind Stoneburner, off him, out of bounds. So each team with 7 turnovers now, is that right?
That is correct.
My goodness. Minute and a half to play in the first quarter. It is 7-6 in favor of Effingham, though, as Ungren gets it across the timeline. That double screen out top. Now he works back to the left side, leaves it with Hardick to Niebrigi. Max in the corner, fires it out top to Addis. He'll take that 3 and bury it. Evan Addis's first points gives T-Town a 9-7 advantage with a minute 11 to play in the first quarter. Drew Thompson across the timeline, fires a pass to Parker Wolf. Dangerous, but it made it. Parker spins into the lane, gets it in the corner to Tate Niebrigi, to Drew Thompson out top. Fakes, now squares up and buries a 3. That's a tough shot, and Drew made it look easy.
He moved with the ball. That's what got his feet set, and then he could can it.
Max Niebrigi penetrates for T-Town. Sends it on the wing to Addis, out top to Mitch Hardick. Now to Addis again. Back up to Ungren right side. Ungren, long way from the hoop on the right wing. Gets it in the corner to Hardick. Mitch is the only Hardick out there right now. He's going to drive with his left hand, get into the lane, and the ball is taken away. A shot attempt or a steal. Yeah. Either way.
Thompson blocked him.
Thompson blocked the shot, grabbed the rebound, got it ahead to Parker Wolf on the right side. His shot's no good because he's fouled, and Wolf will head to the line for a couple.
3rd foul on the Shoes. That one's on Max Niebrigi, his first. 6 different kids have a foul in the game.
24.6 seconds to play in what's been an exciting first quarter. Free throw up for Wolf is no good off the heel of the rim. Parker will try again, looking to extend Effingham's 1-point lead. Free throw on the way. This one rattles home for Parker. He has 3 now in the ball game, and Effingham's back ahead by 2. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter, and T-Town probably holds for the last one, but Effingham's going to pressure him. Max Niebrigi across the timeline is double-teamed. Got it to Matthew Daters in the corner to Ungren. 10 seconds on the clock. He flips it back to Hardick. 3 on the way. Good. Mitch Hardick buries the 3. 5 seconds to play. Here comes Wolf. Crosses the timeline. Gets into the lane. Leans in. Flips up a shot at the buzzer. No good as the first quarter comes to a close. After one period of action, it's Teutopolis 12, Effingham 11. You're listening to high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
First quarter stats saw Effingham 4 of 11 from the field for 36%, 2 for 4 on threes, 1 for 2 from the line, 7 turnovers, 5 rebounds. T-Town 3 of 11 from the field, 27%, 4 out of 6 from the line, 2 for 6 on threes, 7 turnovers, 7 rebounds.
Effingham ball to start the second quarter. They get it top of the key to Stoneburner, left open for a three. It rattled out, no good, and Warmert has the Teutopolis rebound. They're looking to add to their 1-point advantage. They've led by as many as 2. Effingham's led by as many as 3. It's 12-11 as T-Town holds, tries to pass it out top, and pass is tipped and taken out of the air by Nate Thompson. What a play. He fires it to Parker Wolf, who got it ahead to Drew Thompson. Right wing three is no good. Rebound Matthew Daters for the Shoes. They get it to Warmert. Warmert pushes it up to Addis. He wasn't squared up, fired the three anyway. It's off the rim, no good, and Parker Wolf has the Effingham rebound. Ahead to Tate Niebrigge, back to Wolf, fakes a long three, now drives in the lane, tried to dump it down underneath. Warmert steps in front of the pass and gets the steal. Teutopolis will bring it back up court. A minute into the quarter, lots of action, no points. Here comes Ungren driving in the lane, shot up and good, but a foul before the shot whistled against Effingham as Ungren drove the paint.
I think Tate Niebrigge got him. If so, that's a couple on him. It is, and it is.
Obie Farmer has stayed with the starting 5 the entire ball game. Here's a lob into the lane for Warmert. Shot up and rejected out of bounds as Warmert was posting up against Parker Wolf. Nate Thompson came over to help, and that's a pretty good way to help.
So at least that's a couple of blocks for him.
And Jordan Hardick's going to come in. Evan Addis will sit down for Teutopolis. Also checking back is Brock Daters for the Shoes. He typically replaces Matthew Daters, and that's what we have here. Those two usually swap the post spot for T-Town.
No more than 2 Daters no more than 2 Hardicks at a time, or Daters.
That's
the rule.
Plenty good for me.
Yeah.
Speaking of players, Warmert gets it in the corner to Jordan Hardick, fires a three, left it short. Rebound Tate Niebrigge. Hands it off to Wolf, who fires it ahead left side to Drew Thompson. T-Town back defensively, so Effingham will set things up. 6:35 to show on the second quarter clock as they go inside to Stoneburner. Quick move in the post, draws a double team, and he hands it off to Parker Wolf, and Parker sticks it up and in.
Nice look. Parker was there 2 feet from the basket, says, here, son.
Stoneburner was set up by Wolf earlier in the game. Stoneburner returned the favor. Meanwhile, the Shoes penetrate nicely. They tried to dump it down. Mitch Hardick's pass is tipped and taken away. Here comes the Hearts. Parker Wolf on the baseline. Cut off, sends it to Nate Thompson. For jumper from the free throw line is good. Nate Thompson has his first 2 points, but T-Town sees Effingham take a 3-point advantage as they bring the ball up the court. Shoes work it out top to Mitch Hardick. He fires a three, and it's good. Mitch Hardick, not exactly known for taking the threes, but he's buried a couple here. Tied it at 15.
1 corner shot, 1 at the top of the key.
Effingham gets it back to Stoneburner. Stoneburner out top to Wolf. Wolf on the right wing leaves it with Drew Thompson. Thompson backs it out and resets the offense from the center circle. Fires it to Parker Wolf. Looks inside, posting up as Nate Thompson. Turns, leans, Mitch Hardick right there with him. Nate hands it off to Stoneburner. A 16-footer rattles out, no good. Rebound taken down by the Shoes and Warmert, and then Warmert just slipped and fell down, I guess. As turnover, we'll give it back to Effingham. T-Town's 3rd turnover, but they're checking the floor now for a slick spot, and I actually turned my head to look to see where they might be throwing a ball or something like that, and the next thing I knew, Warmert was on the ground. Effingham looking to get the ball inbounded. They find Drew Thompson out top. He backs out and sets the offense for the Hearts. They go to Nate Thompson left wing. He drives baseline, cut off by a pair of Shoes. He gets it safely though to Drew Thompson, who looks in for Stoneburner. Stoneburner posting up, goes to Nate Thompson in the corner, back out to Drew. Drew Thompson now works into the lane, draws a crowd, leaves it with Stoneburner, and Stoneburner sticks the layup up and in.
Very patient offense that time by Effingham.
5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Hearts up 17-15. Jordan Hardick works from the top of the key. Behind the back dribble, splits the defense, gets into the lane. Layup no good. I'm not sure if Nate Thompson got a finger on it or not, but the Hearts grab the rebound. They push it up to Drew Thompson, and Drew Thompson buries a wing three.
Drew appears to be making a difference since he's back tonight.
He's made 3 threes. He has 9 points for Effingham. They lead 20-15. Ungren tries to bully his way into the lane. Shot blocked, but he got his own rebound. Sends it out to Jordan Hardick for a three. It's no good. There's Daters with a rebound. His put back inside too strong. Rebound Nate Thompson. He got it to Tate Niebrugge, who tried to get it ahead to Wolf. Jordan Hardick knocked the ball out of bounds along the sideline, and it'll stay with Effingham, and we'll have an Effingham timeout. 4:21 to play in the second quarter. Effingham leads Teutopolis 20-15. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Back at Effingham High School, Effingham has their largest lead of the night of 5 points, and they'll have the ball to inbound on their side of the timeline. Evan Addis into the ball game, replacing Jordan Hardick there when that timeout was taken by the Hearts.
Hearts are 4 of 7 this quarter from the field. T-Town had that one made three by Mitch Hardick.
Effingham looking at the T-Town man-to-man as they inbounded it in backcourt to Wolf. He goes to Drew Thompson. Left side three is off the mark after a dribble. Stoneburner, though, grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Parker Wolf for a three on the right wing. It's no good, and this rebound finally secured by Brock Daters for Teutopolis. He hands it off to Addis, to Wormert. Wormert drives the baseline to Mitch Hardick. Out top, Ungren. All alone for three. He buried it.
He was all alone.
Big bucket for the Shoes, pulls them back within 2 with 3:50 to play in the second quarter. It's 20-18 Hearts. Ungren has 5 points now in the ball game as he picks up Parker Wolf at the top of the key. Wolf needs some help, left it with Nate Thompson. He drives into the lane, and as he made a move, he was fouled.
Brock Daters or Ungren. Shoes' fourth foul. It's Mitch Hardick, my third choice. His second, fourth on T-Town.
He's going to have a seat for the Shoes as Max Niebrugge will replace him with 3:36 to play. As Effingham looks to inbounds, they bounce it inside for Drew Thompson. He thought about posting up, now sends it back out to Parker Wolf. He'll drive from the perimeter, stops and pops. Jumper from 12, good.
Tough shot.
And there's not any way to stop that, is there?
Nope, pull-up jumper. You just salute and go back and play on offense.
22-18 the score. Effingham up by 4. Ungren works from the right wing. Penetrates, now has picked up his dribble. Leaves it out top with Wormert. Wormert backs out, resets the offense, directs some traffic. Now he fires it over to Max Niebrugge. Still way out top by the center circle. He gets it to Addis. Right wing three, no good. Rebound tapped by Brock Daters, but it's picked up by Drew Thompson. Ahead to Nate Thompson. Right-handed layup, good. Nate Thompson got out ahead of the crowd, and Effingham has their largest lead of the game, 24-18.
They've had 4 kids score in this quarter too, Matt.
Effingham's only played 5 kids in the game. Here's Ungren, top of the key three, is bouncing around to hit the rim 4 or 5 times. Finally came off. Nate Thompson had rebounding position, and he got hit from behind by Evan Addis, I'm pretty sure.
It's 4 boards for Nate Thompson. Addis picks up his first foul. 5 on the Shoes.
So T-Town will pick up in the full court man-to-man as the inbound goes to Parker Wolf. Everybody else clears out, and Parker brings it up court against Ungren. Wolf across the timeline, fires it to Drew Thompson at the top of the key, hands it off to Nate Thompson. Nate Thompson, double teamed, left it with Drew. Drew fumbled the ball out there. T-Town goes to the floor, knocks it loose, and gets the steal. Second turnover for the Hearts as both teams have calmed the turnovers down here in this period. As T-Town walks it up court as Effingham got back defensively. Max Niebrugge working from the top of the key. Lost it. Parker Wolf knocked it loose, but Niebrugge got it back. Handed it off to Wormert. Wormert from the top of the key on the dribble. leaves it with Max Niebrigi as we've got a timeout taken. T-Town takes the 30-second timeout with 1:55 to play in the half. It's Effingham 24, T-Town 18, high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
1:55 to play in the first half of action. Teutopolis took the timeout. Coach just wanted to get something set up here, I think.
Yeah, they were going to have an opportunity, they thought, after they got that ball out front to do something. But the Hearts defense not only stopped the one shot, but they didn't have time to set up another one.
Here's a give-and-go play off the inbounds. Max Niebrigi inbounded it to Brock Daters. Niebrigi got it back from Brock and laid it up and in.
Nice little inbound play.
So the Shoes back within 4. Effingham fires a pass inside. Wormert reads it, gets the steal. Brings it up court on the third Hart turnover. Drives in the lane, leaves it with Ungren. Out to Niebrigi. He fakes a 3, tries to drive in the lane, and he's hacked on his way. And a foul whistled against the Hearts.
Stoneburner got him. Stoney's second. That's 5 on each team now, Matt.
So Brock Daters is going to check out. Matt Daters is going to check in. Changing of the Daters. 1:31 to play in the second quarter. Again, T-Town inbounds from the sideline. This time it's Ungren. Got it to Matt Daters, who looks for the backdoor cutting Wormert on the left-handed layup, and he sticks it up and in.
They can beat the rush.
So T-Town's pulled within 2 after Effingham led by 6, which is the largest lead for either team. Effingham has it with Stoneburner out top. Parker Wolf now, right corner 3 is off the mark. Nate Thompson, weak side rebound, triple teamed and fouled. I believe it's going to be Max Niebrigi, but there's lots of choices.
That's 6 on Teutopolis. It is Max Niebrigi's second foul.
So Effingham inbounds from the baseline. They get it in the corner to Drew Thompson, out top to Niebrigi on the left side. Back to Drew in that left corner. Matched up with Max Niebrigi. So we've got a Niebrigi on each team out there right now. And Parker Wolf holding it out top. Gets it to Stoneburner. Stoneburner looking, now finds Tate Niebrigi. Gets it out top to Nate Thompson. Long 2 from just inside the arc at the top of the key is good. It's 26-22 in favor of the Hearts.
He was 0 for 3 in the first quarter. He's 3 for 3 in the second quarter.
35 seconds to play in the period. T-Town working the ball around the perimeter. Daters comes out top to get it. Leaves it with Wormert now. He's on the left side of the top of the key. Goes to Ungren on the right side of the top of the key. Now to Addis, left wing in the corner. They look to Wormert, back out to Addis. Addis tells Max Niebrigi, you come take this. 15 seconds left. They get it to Daters, now to Ungren. Ungren in the center circle. 10 on the clock. T-Town bounces at high post for Daters. Inside to Wormert, who's posting up. Shot is up and good. Will they count it? Yes, as he was fouled.
Now Drew Thompson got him. They said he was over the back. His first foul. That is 6 on Effingham, but obviously a shooting foul.
So Wormert will go to the line to try to pull T-Town within 1 here at the half, as Jack Pelker will make his first appearance. The 6'3 junior replaces Max Niebrigi. As Max has a couple of fouls, want to make sure he doesn't pick up his third, I would suppose.
See what happens here with 5.6 seconds after this foul shot.
T-Town's doing a lot of talking. Now the official is...
Yeah, I saw Wormert looking at his arm earlier. I think he got a little blood on him. So they'll get him cleaned up, and then he'll shoot this foul shot. Susie Parks can take good care of him.
She was ready to go. So they'll give him just a little time. Coach Reeder talking with his team. Obie Farmer has Tate Niebrigi come over and get some instruction, and now Tate's sharing with the rest of the club what we're going to do here. So now they will send Max Niebrigi into the ball game as they can't get Wormert cleaned up in time. They give him just a kind of a courtesy 20-30 seconds, and if they can't get it taken care of that quickly, then they have to make a substitution. So Niebrigi is going to go to the free throw line. for one shot after Wormert was fouled. Free throw up for Niebrugge off the back of the rim, no good. Pelker grabs the rebound, gets it to Ungren. Ungren loads up for a right wing three. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Pelker batted the rebound towards the basket. It wouldn't go as the quarter came to a close. Well, it's as good as we thought it would be. A tight battle between Effingham and Teutopolis at the half. It's Effingham 26, Teutopolis 24. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
As we're back at Effingham High School, they are wrapping up a ceremony recognizing Darren Feldkamp, Corporal Darren Feldkamp of the Effingham County Sheriff's Department. As I'll just go ahead and read what they read through here, as both teams, or both sides of the gymnasium rather, give a standing ovation to Darren Feldkamp. Effingham Unit 40 would like to take the opportunity to join with all the people of Effingham County in thanking Corporal Darren Feldkamp for his 19 years of service to the Effingham County School Resource Officer Program and his commitment to the school districts and all the students of Effingham County. Darren is the original SRO officer for Effingham County. He initiated the SRO program in October of 1999, and since his retirement continues his dedication through a continued commitment to Effingham County's Youth Commission and the Sheriff's Department's Shop with a Deputy program. He has and continues to positively impact countless numbers of young people in the county and beyond, as everyone joined in thanking Corporal Darren Feldkamp for his dedication, his 19 years of service to the SRO program, and his contributions made to the greater good for all. So a very nice recognition for a very nice individual, Corporal Darren Feldkamp of the Effingham County Sheriff's Department, and rightfully so. And it was good to see, and you knew both sides of the gymnasium would give a big hand to Corporal Feldkamp.
Well, nobody will know how many things that have been averted because of the SRO program, and Darren showed the way, and you sure do appreciate all his efforts. Worked hard on the Altamont School Board. He just helps in a whole lot of ways.
And yeah, it's like you say, all the countless things that go on behind the scene, and what a leader to get something like this started for the rest of the area to follow. Speaking of the area, we've got a great area for high school basketball, and it's showing here tonight as the Effingham Hearts lead the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes at the half, 26-24. Effingham had quarters of 11 and 15 for their total of 26. At Teutopolis, quarters of 12 and 12. Pretty consistent for their total of 24 here at the half. Scoring for Effingham, Drew Thompson has 9, Parker Wolf with 7, Nate Thompson has 6 here at halftime, and 4 points for Jacob Stoneburner. Tate Niebrugge has also played, and those 5 have went the entire way for Obie Farmer and the Effingham Hearts thus far. For Teutopolis, they've spread it around a little bit more. Mitch Hardick buried a couple of threes. He has 6 points here at halftime, but then sat for quite a while in the second quarter after he picked up his second foul. 5 points for Luke Ungren, 4 points apiece for Jordan Hardick and Evan Wormert. 3 points for Evan Addis off the bench. Max Niebrugge also chipped in with 2 points off the bench. And Brock Daters got the start here. Hasn't scored yet for Teutopolis. And Jack Pelker came in and played the last 5 seconds or so of the second quarter for the Wooden Shoes, again, who trail Effingham 26-24 at half. We'll take a break and come back with stats from Greg after this. You're on the Halftime Show on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
And we welcome you back to halftime where it's 26-24 in favor of Effingham over Teutopolis. Greg's been working on some numbers. It looks like he's trying to double-check them and get them wrapped up here at the half.
Thanks, Matt. Effingham shooting 46% from the field at halftime. 11 of 24. 4 of 11 in the first quarter. Much better in the second quarter. The Hearts hit 7 out of 13, better than 50%. So 11 of 24 at halftime for 46%. They were 3 for 10 on threes, just 1 for 6 on threes in the second quarter, but 3 for 10 overall for 30%. Effingham's only been to the line once. They went 1 for 2. Effingham with 10 turnovers, just 3 in the second quarter. And Effingham with 12 rebounds, 7 in the second quarter. Teutopolis just 30% from the field the first half, 3 of 11 in the first quarter, a little better in the second quarter, 5 out of 16. That's 8 out of 27 for 30%. 4 out of 7 from the line for the Shoes. They also have 10 turnovers, but each team had 7 in the first quarter. Each team had just 3 in the second quarter. T-Town with 13 rebounds, 6 the second quarter, so they have a 13 to 12 rebound edge. And Shoes are 4 out of 14 from the field for 29%. Individually, for Teutopolis, Jordan Hardick is 0 for 5 from the field. He's 0 for 2 on twos, and he's 0 for 3 on threes. He also is 4 for 4 from the line for his 4 points. No fouls, 2 rebounds. Evan Wormert is 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 1 from the line for his 4 points. No fouls, 2 rebounds. Luke Undgren is 2 for 6 from the field. He made a 2 and a 3, so 5 points for Luke. He also has 2 rebounds, no fouls. Brock Daters, 0 for 2 from the field and 0 for 2 from the line, does have a foul, has 4 rebounds for T-Town. Mitch Hardick has hit 2 threes for his 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 fouls. Max Nieberge made his only shot, 2 fouls. Evan Addis made a 3, missed 2 twos. So he's 1 for 3 for his 3 points. Evan with a foul. Matthew Daters grabbed a rebound. Jack Pelker missed a shot there at the end of the half and also grabbed a rebound. 12 and 12 for T-Town's 24 points at halftime. For Effingham, Tate Nieberge 0 for 1 from the field, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds. Parker Wolf is 3 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line for his 7 points. He's the only Hearts player to shoot a foul shot so far. Parker has no made threes, no fouls, 2 rebounds. Nate Thompson missed his first 3 shots, made his next 3 for his 6 points with 5 rebounds and a foul. Jacob Stoneburner 2 for 5 from the field for his 4 points, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds. Drew Thompson 3 for 5 from the field. All the shots he made were 3, so he has 9 points with a foul and a rebound. And the Hearts quarters of 11 and 15 for their 26 points. Gail said she had no scores. Tim Mueller, our friend from Neoga, gets us up to snuff. He says that at the half in their contest, it is Shelbyville 32, Neoga 25. So that's our score. There weren't many scores from around the area. We're going to have a moment of silence here for Craig. Craig Linvall, of course, our good friend, left us yesterday, and so a moment of silence for Craig.
Thank you very much.
Craig, of course, such a part of the multimedia class that was a shared experience between Effingham and Teutopolis. And the first instructor for CEO, and then when spread it through some 20 states across the nation. And a great musician and an award winner, Emmy Awards. And he was my friend. And hope things are going well for Beth and all their family. Funeral's going to be January 25th at the Effingham Performance Center. We found that out just before 5 o'clock today. So January 25th, ceremony will be at the EPC, and the visitation will be at the EPC on Friday night, the 24th.
Great man from the area, and sad to see him go after a long struggle there with cancer. Meanwhile, Teutopolis works the inbounds. They get it over to Wormert to start the second half. He's on the left wing, and he buries a three. And Teutopolis now up 27-26.
Been back and forth all night. Neither team with a bigger than 6-point lead.
Here's a turnover out top. Tate Niebrugge was stripped of the ball. They got it to head to Mitch Hardick got it to Brock Daters. Nate Thompson rejected the shot, but Mitch Hardick was there to pick it up, and he sticks it up and in for the Shoes, and now they're up 3, and that's their largest lead of the night. 29-26 the score as Effingham hands it to Drew Thompson. Steps behind the screen, loads up for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Mitch Hardick has the rebound for the Shoes. Leaves it with Ungren. Ungren up the court on the left side, finds Hardick top of the key. Mitch looks it over as Evan Addis has started the second half instead of Jordan Hardick for T-Town. Starters, and the only 5 who have played is out there for Effingham. Baseline drive, Ungren leaves it beautifully for Brock Daters in the lane, and he puts it up and in. And my goodness, T-Town has just scored 6 straight to take a 5-point advantage here, 31-26.
Even 7, Matt.
T-Town is playing triple team on Nate Thompson in the post. Shot is up and no good, but that's because he's fouled as Nate Thompson split the defense.
First foul of the half, obviously, on the Shoes. Wormert gets it. That's his first foul tonight.
Officials are talking, and one said, they ask, and they say, no, it was on the shot. Free throw on the way is good as Nate Thompson buries that for his 7th point of the contest. Chester Reeder talking it over with one of the officials. Says what he has to say and then lets it go. Next free throw is up, and Thompson nothing but net on those free throw shots. Pulls Effingham back within 3. Minute and a half gone here in the second half of action as Wormert has it out top. Wormert working on Drew Thompson, leaves it with Mitch Hardick, cuts into the lane with the left hand, goes to the wing, now goes back into the lane with the right hand, leaves it with Wormert in the right wing. Wormert backing in, draws a crowd, flips it for Ungren. Pass slips through his hands. Wormert saves it at the timeline to Ungren. They go to Addis in the corner for 3. It's way long, but Daters has the rebound. Brock sticks it up and in. 2 minutes into the second half of action. T-Town up 33-28.
That's as many points, well, close to as many as they had in either of the first 2 quarters.
Shoes play the man-to-man as T-Town gets it, or Nate Thompson gets it out top. He fires up a long 2, and it's good. So Nate Thompson's doing what he can as he pulls Effingham back within 3. Now Mitch Hardick drives the lane. He splits the defense, and a foul's whistled against Effingham.
Probably Drew Thompson. It's his 2nd foul, first on Effingham in the half.
So Mitch Hardick had a good ball game, but hampered with a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. Goes to the line, puts the first of 2 free throws up, and good.
They got those 2 big threes. Took it out to the corner, took it out the top of the key, drained them both.
Now Jordan Hardick comes off the Teutopolis bench. He goes to the scorer's table. Mitch Hardick's free throw is nothing but net. Mitch has 10 in the ball game, so Jordan Hardick will come in to replace Evan Addis. Effingham sees Teutopolis pick up in the full court man, but they basically drop back and pick up at half court. Parker Wolf crosses the timeline and gets it to Drew Thompson on the wing, out top to Stoneburner, around to Wolf. Pass picked off. Ungren just stepped right into the passing lane, got the steal. Effingham's 2nd turnover. Now Ungren drives towards the basket, forces up a shot, no good. Rebounds loose, and Parker Wolf grabs it in the lane on the run. Pushes it up court, gets into the paint, shot up, no good. A blocking foul whistled against Mitch Hardick. Wow. Mitch, to his credit, just comes up off the court, doesn't say anything, but tries to walk away from everybody.
That's big for a couple of reasons, the way it went, but it's also Mitch Hardick's 3rd foul. And that's 2 on the Shoes in the half.
Parker had faked a pass to the corner and then stepped towards the basket. Looked like Hardick was there, but the official said he moved. Parker Wolf puts the first of 2 free throws up and in. Max Niebrugge into the ball game for Teutopolis, giving Mitch Hardick a breather here. Meanwhile, Wolf's next free throw is good. So Parker hit them both. He has 9. Effingham's made it a 3-point game again, 35-32.
Effingham's 4 for 4 from the line here in the quarter. They only shot 2 foul shots in the first half.
3 minutes into the period. Brock Daters holding it on the wing out. Now gets it out top to Wormer. Wormer to Ungren. Ungren across to Max Niebrugge. They move to the left side. They get it to Jordan Hardick. Deep 3 from way out top. Off the mark, no good. Stoneburner grabs the rebound. Got it to Drew Thompson. Ahead to Parker Wolf, left wing for the Hearts. Crosses over, gets into the lane. Rises up on a 12-footer. It's no good. Rebound taken by Brock Daters. Hands it off to Wormer, who crosses the timeline. Evan gets to the top of the key. Lost the handle, but manages to regain control and hand it off to Jordan Hardick. Jordan moves to the right side, out top to Wormer, to Brock Daters at the elbow of the free throw line. Spins, tries an up and under move, draws a crowd, gets it to Wormert. Corner 3, good. Evan Wormert buries the 3 off a nice kick out from Brock Daters. And Wormert had in double figures with 10, and T-Town's up 6, 38-32.
6 made threes for the Shoes tonight.
Nate Thompson tries to answer with a left wing 3. It's no good. Rebound batted out of bounds as Brock Daters touched it last as he and Stoneburner reach trying to get that board.
There's your Daters substitution.
Matt Daters in, Brock Daters out. Just over halfway through the third quarter. Effingham looking to get the ball inbounds. They find Drew Thompson. He fakes a 3 and he traveled with it as the defenders flashed at him. He was going to drive into the lane and took an extra step to get going. 3 Hart turnovers here in this third quarter.
A great crowd here tonight.
Oh.
A reminder, CJ's videotaping this game, so watch for it later on the YouTube channel.
Ungren crosses the timeline, gets a screen out top from Matt Daters, and when he sets a screen, he means it. They go on the side to Wormert, into Daters, back out to Wormert, now to Ungren, top of the key 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Nate Thompson secures the rebound for the Hearts. Leaves it with Parker Wolf. He hustles it up court. Fakes a crossover, stays on the left side, drives into a crowd, and a blocking foul is whistled against Teutopolis.
Ungren got him. Or Matthew Daters. Matthew Daters picks up his first. And that's 3 on Teutopolis in the half.
Parker Wolf gets the inbounded to Drew Thompson, back to Wolf in the left corner. He's working against Max Niebrugge, takes it into the left side. Shot off the glass, no good. Nate Thompson a tip, it's missed. Rebound pulled out of there by Matt Daters. Shoes try to push it up court. Pass was a little behind Wormert. He spun back, got a hand on it, but couldn't control it along the sideline, and T-Town turns it over for just the first time in this third quarter, and that's a big story because T-Town's calmed those turnovers down.
Yeah, they had 7 in the first quarter. They've only turned it over 4 times since then.
Effingham brings it up to Drew Thompson on the left wing, finds Nate Thompson, top of the key 3 on the way, off the heel of the rim, no good. Looked good all the way, it was just a little long, and Evan Wormert grabs the wooden shoe rebound. And he gets it ahead to Jordan Hardick. He'll fire a deep 3, and he got it. Jordan Hardick's first made field goal of the ball game came from about 26 feet. It's 41-32. T-Town's up 9 now, their largest lead for either team. Effingham's going to take a timeout as Wolf crossed the timeline with 2:42 to play in the third quarter. It's Teutopolis 41, Effingham 32. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Effingham's got to find a way to slow T-Town down and get a bucket or two themselves.
Shoes has outscored Effingham 17-6 to start this third quarter.
Still 2:40 to play in the period as Effingham has the ball after the timeout at the timeline. Wolf finds Stoneburner on the left side. He's a long way from home, so he gets it back out to Wolf, to Drew Thompson. in the corner to Tate Niebrugge, who wasn't really ready for it, but he made the catch anyway. Now they get the offense going with Cutters moving around. Stoneburner leaves it out top with Nate Thompson. Dropped it, got it back to Tate Niebrugge out top to Stoneburner. Stoneburner now has picked up his dribble, hassled, but he got it safely to Nate Thompson. Out to Drew Thompson, and the tight T-Town man-to-man forces Effingham to reset. Drew Thompson working on Addis, leaves it with Wolf. Wolf drives in the lane, lost the handle. T-Town gets the steal. Jordan Hardick ahead to Jack Pelker, who's in the lineup. Puts the shot up on the left side, no good, and Stoneburner grabs the rebound for the Hearts. Effingham pushes it back up court. They get it to Wolf again on the wing. Back out to Drew Thompson on the right side. Drives for the layup, and he got it. Drew Thompson's first made shot that wasn't a three-pointer in the game. Makes it 41-34. T-Town with the ball and the lead.
That's a big boy move to the basket there by Drew Thompson. With bad ankle and everything. He took it to the rack.
Oh, Pelker cuts underneath. Was open for a second, but Nate Thompson recovers. Pelker gets it out to Ungren. He'll drive into the lane, puts it up a shot, no good. But Ungren got his own rebound, and as he tried to clear it out of there, he was held. And it's an Effingham personal, most likely on Parker Wolf.
14's trying to check in. He's trying to administer the foul on 14. Parker's first foul. Hart's second in the half.
Effingham's going to make their first substitution of the ball game, and they still are confused about who's coming out. And finally, it is
only one change.
Tate Niebrugge that will exit, as Bailey Powles will come in, or excuse me, Braden Powles will make his first appearance, the 6'5 sophomore in. Now there's a pass out top to Wormert for T-Town. They work it to Addis, gets the cutter, that's Daters. Matthews sticks it up and in. Matt Daters with his first 2 points restores the 9-point advantage for the Shoes with 1:05 to play in the third quarter.
Well, they really turned it around. Makes a difference when the shots fall.
Stoneburner looks at the free throw line for Powles. Turnaround shot in the lane is off the mark, but he got his own rebound, gets it to Stoneburner, left wing three, good. Jacob Stoneburner with a big bucket for the Hearts, pulling them back within 6. And we've got a 30-second timeout taken with 49.8 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Teutopolis 43, Effingham 37. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
49.8 seconds left. Obie Farmer called the timeout after his team pulled within 6 after a big three-pointer from Jacob Stoneburner, as the Hearts would love to get a stop and another score to end the quarter, but T-Town's been rolling this period.
19 points after 24 in the first half.
T-Town works the inbounds. Effingham applying a little full court man-to-man. Wormert, though, is going to take it and have everybody else clear out, and Powles meets him as he crosses the timeline. Now Wormert looking to make a move, takes it back in, now backs out to restart that 5-second count.
Effingham really needs a stop here, even more than they need to score. I think they need to keep T-Town off the board.
Ungren comes to get it. He works his way around Thompson. They spin it into the corner to Addis. T-Town looks to be holding for the last shot here. Definitely not in a big hurry. They could have had a look, but didn't take it. Now Ungren's holding out on the perimeter again. Gets a screen, goes across it, works into the lane on the right side, goes into the corner for Wormert for three, no good. Rebound Addis, puts up a fadeaway baseline jumper, it's missed. This rebound Powles, outlet to Wolf, he gets to the timeline, shot at the buzzer is off the backboard and no good as the third period comes to a close. After 3, it's Teutopolis with the lead, 43-37. You're listening to high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
43-37 the score as the teams come out of the timeouts to start the fourth quarter of action. It will be Effingham ball, as the Hearts saw the Wooden Shoes score 19 points in that quarter to take the 6-point edge.
Yep, 19-11 in the period. Both teams shot okay. T-Town much better than Effingham percentage-wise.
Hearts start the offense with an inbounds pass to Wolf. He brought it to the free throw line, left it with Stoneburner. Now to Drew Thompson, a wing three, no good. Rebounds loose on the floor. Wolf picks it up and sticks it in. Parker Wolf with 11, and he pulls Effingham back within 4. 7.5 to play in the contest. Ungren crosses the timeline, finds Wormert out top. Gets him a little screen. Now Wormert backs out. Braden Powles picks him up. Wormert moves to the right. Tries to go to the baseline, picks up his dribble, leaves it with Ungren out top. Ungren gets a Wormert screen. Now flips it back to Wormert. He penetrated to the free throw line. Went out to Mitch Hardick. Mitch handed it to Jordan Hardick. He curls off the Hardick screen. Drives into the lane. His shot is swatted from behind by Thompson. Nate got that thing out of there, but it will be T-Town ball under the basket.
That's at least 4 blocks for Nate Thompson in the game.
He rotates off from the help side very well. And now here's a lob in the lane to Wormert, and he traveled with it as he tried to make a move to the basket.
He was so open, he overreacted. Bless his heart, he knew what he wanted to do, just couldn't quite pull it off.
He might have been wondering where Nate Thompson was. Here's a pass up court for Effingham to Stoneburner in the left corner. They send it around the perimeter right side now to Nate Thompson. Has the ball knocked loose, but Drew Thompson's there to get it, who bounces it back to Nate in the right corner. He drives into the lane, being hassled the whole time, and a foul is whistled, and it'll be before the shot. Effingham ball out of bounds.
T-Town picks up their 4th foul of the half. Fouls aren't really a big deal, well, now it's a big deal because it was on Mitch Hardick, and that's his 4th, Matt. He's 4 in the team in the half.
Still in the ball game with 7 minutes to play. Effingham gets it out to Nate Thompson in the lane to Stoneburner. Posts up, shot no good. Parker Wolf tips the rebound. Nate Thompson grabs it. Scoop layup is missed. Rebound taken down by Brock Daters, and then he's surrounded by Hearts, and a jump ball is whistled. So it'll stay with T-Town with the possession arrow. 6:46 to play in the ball game. T-Town leading 43-39. T-Town's led by as many as 9 in this half. Effingham led by as many as 6. That was back in the second quarter. Full court pressure applied now by Effingham. T-Town's pass is tipped, but Jordan Hardick comes to get it at the timeline. Finds Mitch Hardick in the right corner. Back out to Hardick and to Wormert, and the Wooden Shoes set the offense. They go to Jordan Hardick, left wing. Guarded closely by Wolf. He's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Got it to Mitch Hardick out top. Mitch sends it to Wormert, right corner. Wormert looks inside. Now dribbles out to the wing and all the way out top. Effingham still in the man-to-man as Wormert's moved to the center circle. Now he burns to the top of the key and backs out to the center circle again. Now he's going to try the left side, and as he makes his move, he's held, and a foul whistled against the Hearts.
Braden Powles picks up his first. Just 3 on Effingham in the half. T-Town only has 4.5. T-Town was 7 of 16 that third quarter, Matt, from the field. Effingham 3 of 11.
Here's a backdoor cut to Mitch Hardick off the inbounds from the sideline. He got Nate Thompson up in the air, who bought the shot fake. Nate came down on top of Hardick, took the ball, made sure he wasn't going to get a shot away, even though Nate definitely committed that foul.
Nate's second foul. That's 4 on the Heart. So each team has 4.5. So if you're watching for the last couple of minutes, you might want to keep that in mind.
Free throw up for Hardick is good. He has 11 as we've got 5 players in the ball game with double figures, and nobody has more than 11 points. Here's the next one. Mitch Hardick remedies that. He has 12 now in the ball game, and he will come out
with those 4 fouls. Now, I'll say it since he's done shooting those foul shots. Mitch Hardick has not missed.
Wow.
From the field or the line. He's 3 for 3 from the field and 4 for 4 from the line. That's pretty good production.
Not too bad. Exactly 6 minutes on the clock in a 6-point ball game as Effingham walks it up court. Wolf takes it to the left side, stops, pops. A 12-footer is no good off the front of the rim. Rebound tipped around, but Brock Daters does control it for the Shoes. So no pass, one quick shot, and Effingham comes up empty.
Well, a close game like this, maybe work for a little better shot, Matt.
Warmert hands it off to Addis. Addis curls into the lane, draws a crowd, shots up and good with the left hand as Addis hit the floor.
Good strong move by Evan. He'd tell you that's what pizza will do for a kid.
Well, that was a move into tall timber, and Addis can shoot the three, and you respect that, so he drives around you, and with a beautiful drive has a three-point opportunity if he can hit the free throw, and he does. So I have Evan Addis with his fifth now 6-point in the ball game.
Truth.
And that makes it 48-39, back to that 9-point margin as Ungren's going to have a seat with Max Niebrigi coming in to replace him.
That was Stoney's third foul, by the way.
Wolf crosses the timeline, gets it ahead to Nate Thompson on the right side. He drives in the lane, finds Powell's top of the key. Thought about a three, instead goes to Stoneburner right side. They swing it around to Drew Thompson, to Parker Wolf posting up, draws a crowd, goes to Nate Thompson, long two, left short. Rebound taken down by Jordan Hardick. He thought about pushing it, but then slows down, handed it to Max Niebrigi, back to Hardick, and we got a timeout taken by Teutopolis. 5:09 to play in the fourth quarter. The Wooden Shoes lead the Hearts 48-39. You're listening to high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Teutopolis says we're ready to go. Effingham used the entire time out there, Greg, as they trail this one by 9, even though T-Town took the timeout.
Going to be interesting. First couple of trips since this break's occurred, going to be really important for Effingham. Shoes can go up double digits.
Warmert will be the trigger man from the sideline. He goes in backcourt to Ungren. Starting 5 out there for the Shoes, except Mitch Hardick is on the bench. Evan Addis is in there for him with those 4 fouls.
Till the next dead ball.
Yep. Here's a pass inside to Jordan Niebrigi, and it's taken away. Nate Thompson and Parker Wolf combined to get the steal. Second T-Town turnover of the quarter. Parker Wolf gets it out to Tate Niebrigi. Now they spin it inside to Nate Thompson. Turnaround fadeaway shot. No good. Stoneburner, an offensive rebound. Put back, point blank range is missed. And Brock Daters has the board for the Shoes. 4.5 to play in the contest as Jordan Hardick handles out top.
8 rebounds for Brock Daters.
Leaves it with Ungren. Now to Brock Daters on the wing. Back to Ungren. Double team. Splits his way out of it. Drives into the lane. Waits for his man to clear. Shot no good. Rebound tied up between Ungren and Nate Thompson. Another half a second. Nate would have had it clean, but the possession arrow will give it to Effingham. Here's that substitution you talked about with Mitch Hardick coming in for Evan Addis. Also, Daters switch. Matt in for Brock. Effingham. 4 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock, trailing by 9 as Parker Wolf walks it across the timeline, goes to Stoneburner right wing, out top Nate Thompson. Fakes a three, moves to the free throw line, 15-footer, no good. Rebound tapped out to Stoneburner. He hands it off to Tate Niebrigi, who will take the three. Oh, it rattled out, no good. That thing was 3/4 of the way down, and it just wouldn't fall for Tate. Matt Daters grabbed the rebound. He's hassled and fouled.
5th foul on Effingham. Stoneburner picks up his 4th, so each team with with a player with 4 fouls. Stoneburner for the Hearts, and Mitch Hardick for Teutopolis.
Now the officials is kind of talking to a couple of players as they were battling for position there at the top of the key before the inbounds.
Effingham scored 2 points in this first half of this fourth quarter.
Shoes inbounds pass is stolen, but Parker Wolf is on the baseline by the time his momentum slowed down enough to where he could try to get rid of it. So I guess no change of possession there, or else each team got a turnover. What do you think? Meanwhile, T-Town will inbound at this time, and Jordan Hardick cuts in front of Drew Thompson, who kind of bumps him and commits the foul.
This will be the 5th foul on the shoes, or on Effingham, pardon me. It's the 6th foul on Effingham. No, it's the 7th foul on Effingham. I'll get done arguing with myself here in a minute.
You sound like an auctioneer over there for a second.
I know. I'm trying to be quiet. Nate Thompson's 2nd foul.
Free throw up and good for Jordan Hardick.
That's still not right. Drew Thompson's 3rd foul. There you go.
Hardick's first free throw was good. He hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Next one is up, and it's good. So Jordan Hardick with 9 now in the ball game. Brock Daters in for Matt Daters with 3:50 on the clock, and that's an 11-point lead for T-Town. Because now they're just kind of methodically pulling away, as this is the first time either team's been ahead by double digits.
Yeah, again, each team has a basket in the 4th quarter, but T-Town's lots of foul shots.
Stoneburner hands it to Parker Wolf for a top-of-the-key three, no good. Stoneburner got the rebound, put it up and in as he's fouled. T-Town actually had a chance to secure that board, but they kind of fought amongst themselves, and Stoneburner was there to pick it up, put it in, and earn the trip to the free throw line.
This foul, I'll take more time to digest. Jordan Hardick got it. That's his first, believe it or not, and that's 5 on the shoes in the game.
Stoneburner's free throw is a little long. Rebound to Wormert. Wormert trying to bring it up against Parker Wolf, who's hassling him. Now Wormert does throw it ahead to Ungren across the timeline. Ungren, dangerous pass. I think he changed his mind halfway through it, but it still made it to Wormert out top. Wormert back out top to Mitch Hardick. Mitch from the center circle drives to the top of the key. Now Parker Wolf comes and knocks it loose. He's on the right side, tried to pass it across to Drew Thompson, but Mitch Hardick got back and kicked it out of bounds. It'll belong to Effingham under their basket. 3rd T-Town turnover as Jordan Hardick will sit and Max Niebrigi comes in for him. Effingham's Parker Wolf is looking to get the ball inbounded now. Effingham's moving around. Now Drew Thompson has it in the corner. Brings it out to the right wing. Now tries to penetrate. Cut off by Niebrigi. Max playing good man-to-man defense. They get it over on the side to Tate Niebrigi, does Effingham. Back to Drew Thompson to Nate Thompson. Nate drives the baseline and sticks it up and in. So Effingham's back within 7, but we're under 3 minutes to play. Wormert crosses the timeline. Parker Wolf goes flying. He was trying to draw an offensive foul. No call either way. Wormert has it again. Now leaves it with Mitch Hardick on the left side. Hardick brings it across the top of the key. Now drives in the lane. He's stripped of the ball, and he's fouled.
Probably Drew Thompson, and that's 4 if I'm right. And it is. And I am. So Hearts are already over the limit. T-Town's in the bonus.
So I won't say anything, but everybody remember what Greg said earlier about Mitch Hardick, who was at the free throw line.
And he still is.
He has 13 now in the ball game, leading all scorers in this 51-43 affair. 2:36 to play. Next one's up. It's around and good. So he has 14 in the ball game, and he will have a seat. No, he won't. It's going to be Max Niebrigi sitting down for Jordan Hardick coming back in. T-Town ahead by 9, 52-43 with 2:34 and counting as Effingham's walking it across the timeline. Wolf takes it over to the left side all the way down to the baseline, brings it to the corner, now sends it out to Nate Thompson. From the top of the key, drives in, shot is no good, it was blocked, and then Thompson is called for a charge as Brock Dater stood his ground inside.
Well, you go up for a shot, you got to come down, but nice work by Brock to get set. Thompson's 3rd foul. And Effingham on the offensive foul, their first turnover in the quarter. But that's not been accompanied by a corresponding increase in points. Hearts only 6 points in the 4th quarter.
Max Niebrigi into the ball game, double teamed off the inbounds, but he got it out of trouble to Ungren. Ungren got it ahead to Mitch Hardick, wide open for the left-handed layup as Effingham tried some pressure and T-Town got out of it. They lead by 11 again, 54-43. Wolf runs it up court quickly for Effingham. Scoop, left-handed layup. It's good for Parker. He has 13 now in the ball game. And Effingham takes a quick timeout with 2:02 to play in this 9-point contest. It's Teutopolis 54, Effingham 45. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
T-Town ball. They've got it to bring the length of the court with 2:02 to play in the fourth quarter. They lead this one 54-45 in large part due to the offensive explosion of Mitch Hardick. He's averaging about 5.5 points a ball game. He's got 16 in this contest.
Hit those 2 threes in the first half and 10 here after intermission. Hearts are 2 for 17 on threes.
Hart's trying to trap in backcourt. T-Town takes care of it. They push it across the timeline. Now they slow things down with Jordan Hardick. He fires it out top to Ungren. Ungren kind of halfway between the center circle and the top of the key. Leaves it with Mitch Hardick.
They got plenty of points.
They look underneath. Max Nieberg, he found Jordan Hardick wide open, and Jordan Hardick sticks it up and in. He's in double figures now with 11, and that matches the lead again, 56-45. Minute and a half on the clock. Drew Thompson forces up a left wing three. It's no good. Rebound is loose. Max Nieberg, he has it now after Jordan Hardick had it originally, and we've got a foul called as Max Nieberg got knocked to the floor, but Tate Nieberg said, hey, nothing malicious, just trying to get us the ball back.
Tate's third foul, and that's double bonus time now. Teutopolis is shooting 2 the rest of the show.
So Max Nieberg, the 5'10 sophomore from Teutopolis, will have a couple of free throws here to try to give T-Town their largest lead of the night with 1:26 to play. Everybody settles around the free throw line, and officials give Max the ball. One dribble, and the free throw's up and good.
I need to clarify, Matt. I said 2 for 17 for Effingham. They were 3 for 10 in the first half on threes. They are 1 for 10 in the second half.
Wow. Wow.
So 4 out of 20.
This free throw up and good. Nieberg hit them both. He has 4 off the bench tonight. And Brock Daters is back in. Having a seat will be Jordan Hardick. T-Town picks up in a full court man-to-man. Tate Nieberg will check out of the ball game as they will put Garrett Wolf in for the first time, does Effingham. Meanwhile, Parker Wolf takes the inbounds in backcourt, runs it across the timeline, gets to the top of the key, gets into the lane, left side layup, good as he's fouled. That's not what you want to do if you're T-Town. You do not want to stop the clock.
He attacked the basket, and Effingham took it on in, and they scored. And yeah, you try to play a little defense, but you sure don't want to let them score with the clock stopped.
So now Jordan Hardick is in the ball game, and Brock Daters leaves.
Brock got that foul, his second.
First time, I believe, we're Daterless tonight in this ball game. Meanwhile, the free throw for Parker Wolf is up and good. He has 16. Tate Nieberg back in. He'll replace Drew Thompson this time for the Hearts.
It'll still not be bonus time till this next foul for Effingham.
Mitch Hardick works the inbounds in the corner to Luke Ungren. He's double teamed, and he says, I'm going to take a timeout. I'm in a bad spot here. So with a 10-point game and 1:16 to play, it'll be a timeout for Teutopolis. They lead Effingham 58-48. You're listening to high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
97.9 WXEF Effingham as it is Teutopolis ball. They lead 58-48. They have it to bring the length of the court with 1:16 to play.
When you're the team ahead, you like things like guys talking about the fact you're 9 for 9 from the line in the fourth quarter.
T-Town beats the press. Ungren looks ahead for Jordan Hardick. He saw his man fall down behind him, so he spun back and put the layup up and in.
That's 6 in the quarter for Jordan.
13 in the game. Parker Wolf runs it up court in a hurry, puts a layup up, and is fouled again. So Parker Wolf goes to the free throw line as with exactly 1 minute on the clock, his team is trailing by 10.
Luke Undren got the foul, his first.
So Parker will try to add the bonus here. It's up, and it's good. So he has 19 in the ball game, but it's still a 9-point edge for T-Town. Mitch Hardick looking to get it inbound.
It's 10 in the quarter for Parker Wolf.
Hardick got it to Ungren, immediately triple-teamed and fouled.
I think Tate Nieberge got him. His 4th foul.
So they'll try Ungren out at the line. He is going to have a couple of opportunities, as it's been double bonus for a little while now. Ungren takes one dribble, spins it in his hand, puts the shot up, and it's nothing but net. Ungren was 6 in the ball game. Drew Thompson in to replace Jacob Stoneburner now, as Hearts are definitely trying to get every scorer and shooter from long range on the court that they have.
As much speed as they possibly can do.
Free throw on the way, good. Ungren hit them both. He has 7 in the ball game. Here comes Drew Thompson across the timeline. Leaves it with Garrett Wolf in the corner. Hands it out top to Parker. Parker spins in the lane, lost the handle, and nope. Nobody else touched it from T-Town. It's a turnover on the Hearts. They're 2nd in the quarter, and it'll belong to Teutopolis to bring the length of the court.
Hearts are going to pull their senior off the bench, run Dylan Ritz into the lineup.
49.5 seconds to play. T-Town leads by 11, 62-51.
Drew Thompson sat down.
Inbounds to Wormert, and Ritz does his job. He fouls basically immediately. Just a couple of tenths went off the clock, and now Wormert will go to the free throw line for a couple.
A nice comeback win for Neoga. Came from behind to beat Shelbyville tonight. Neoga 63, Shelbyville 59. Thank you, Tim Mueller.
So a few games around in the area, even though the holiday break has continued.
About a half a dozen.
Wormert's free throw rattles out, no good. A rare miss for the Shoes here in the 4th quarter at the free throw line.
Well, that's the first in the 4th quarter. They've made 11 straight before that miss.
You know, you win a lot of games if you do that sort of thing.
Yes, you do.
Wormert's free throw is up, and this one is good. So Evan now has 11 in the ball game, as it's a 63-51 contest. The Wooden Shoes up by 12. Parker Wolf again drives into the lane, leans in, shot's good. This time Effingham will take a timeout after Wolf made another layup. And with 40.7 seconds left, it's a 10-point contest, 63-53. Teutopolis with the ball and the lead when we come back here to Effingham High School on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Effingham took their final timeout, correct, Greg?
Correct. Couldn't get a foul, so they had to stop the clock somehow.
Yeah, on a couple of drives prior to that, Parker Wolf was able to get fouled, and that helps a lot as they're making the layup as well. But it hasn't been enough to get Effingham back any closer. They still trail by 10, 63-53, thanks in large part to Teutopolis taking care of the ball and then making those free throws.
And T-Town has scored while Effingham has one made 3 in the second half.
Wow. Effingham picking up in the full court man-to-man. Teutopolis trying to get the ball inbounds. Mitch Hardick finds Jordan Hardick, who actually fell down, and now Effingham jumps on top of him, and they call a jump ball. That's interesting. A lot of things should have happened there, but at the end of the day, a jump ball is what they call. Huh. T-Town looking to get it inbounded from the sideline. They find Wormert. Wormert along the baseline is double teamed under the Effingham basket. He does find Jordan Hardick ahead to Mitch Hardick. Mitch Hardick, trying to elude the crowd, is now fouled by Parker Wolf with 29.2 seconds to play.
Down 10, Parker's second foul. Had to get it stopped. Effingham probably hoped they could have got it stopped a little sooner, but not much margin for error here.
Free throw up and no good for Mitch Hardick. We'll have another chance, but that's the first miss of the night.
Either from the field or from the line for him.
So Ritz is out, Drew Thompson in for Effingham. Jordan Hardick sits, and Evan Addis comes back in for the Shoes. Free throw up for Hardick this time is good. So Mitch has 17. Makes it 64-53. Parker Wolf again runs it up court, gets all the way underneath, lays it up and in. He's got 23. And with 20 seconds left, T-Town is trying to avoid Effingham's defenders. They get it back to Ungren, and Ungren now is fouled. And we'll have to see who they give the foul to, but he'll go to the line for a couple, will Luke Ungren.
Garrett Wolf got the foul, his first. So the freshman joins the foul parade.
T-Town will drop all four other players back as Ungren puts the first of two up, and it rattles around. And is it going to stay on the back? It finally did drop. Thought it might just sit on the back iron there of the rim. We've seen it do that on occasion, but it finally bounced around and dropped through for Luke. 65-55, 18 seconds left. Effingham can't stop the clock with the timeout. They're out of those. Ungren's free throw rolls around and drops again. Inbounds goes to Parker Wolf. They're hassling him in backcourt. He finds Nate Thompson. Thompson runs, splits the defense, lays it up and in. Nate Thompson has his 14th point. Inbounds for T-Town goes to Ungren. Are they going to foul him or are they going to let it go? I think they're going to let it go. Ungren now bounces it for the official as the clock expires, as Teutopolis comes to Effingham and claims a 66-57 victory over the Effingham Hearts. Teutopolis improves to 10-3 on the season. Effingham's season mark slips to 9-5 in what was a very entertaining contest here at Effingham. We'll come back with Greg's stats. We'll also chat with each of the coaches is the plan. We'll go over the scoring as well, as there's a lot to do on a busy post-game show after Teutopolis picks up the 66-57 victory here at Effingham, and you listen to it on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois postgame show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
66-57, the final score, as the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes defeat the Effingham Hearts here at Effingham High School. This is a makeup game of a game that was snowed out in December. But what a good contest it was. It was a close game throughout, especially in the first half of action. Effingham actually built the lead up to 6 points on a couple of different occasions, and they led at halftime 26-24. Effingham had a first quarter score of 11 and second quarter score of 15 for their total of 26 at half. T-Town was consistent, 12-12 for their total of 24 at halftime. T-Town took an edge in that third quarter where they outscored Effingham by a total of 19-11, and again outscored Effingham by a margin of 23-20 in the final period of action for the final score of 66-57. A lot of people involved and a lot of balanced scoring, but Teutopolis was led by Mitch Hardick, 17 points tonight. He hit a couple of threes early, was very good at the free throw line as well coming down the stretch, as were all of the Wooden Shoes. Also in double figures was Jordan Hardick, finishing with 13. Evan Wormert added 11. Luke Ungren had 9 points. Evan Addis finished with 6 points. 4 points apiece for Brock Daters and Max Niebrugge. Matthew Daters added 2 points, and Jack Pelker came in and played as well for Chester Reader's Teutopolis Wooden Shoes, who again improved to 10-3 on the season. OB Farmers Hearts, they dropped to 9-5 on the campaign. They were led by Parker Wolf, who led all scorers, finishing with 23 in the ball game, and a bunch of them came in the fourth quarter as he was driving to the hoop and gotten fouled a couple of times to try to get the Hearts back into it late. Finished with 23. Nate Thompson added 14. Drew Thompson finished in double figures as well with 11. Jacob Stoneburner had 9. 4 players did all the scoring for the Hearts. 5 players played the entire first half. Braden Powles, Garrett Wolf, and as well as Dylan Ritz also saw some time in the second half of action. Tate Niebrigi played throughout the contest as well as a starter for the Hearts, who again are now 9-5 on the season, and Teutopolis improves to 10-3. As Greg's over there working on some numbers. Maybe a score or two is coming in at the studios. We'll take a break and come back and check those, and we'll also chat with the coaches as well after Teutopolis picks up the 66-57 victory over Effingham. And you heard it here on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota.
Effingham Express Care is there for all your urgent care needs. They're open 7 days a week and no appointment is needed for all injuries and illnesses. Plus, they have on-site x-ray. And they accept all major insurance and offer a self-pay discount. For more information, visit centralillinoisurgentcare.com.
Welcome back to Effingham High School. Again, the final score here, 66-57. Teutopolis picks up the victory. Teutopolis led by as many as 12 in the second half of action, only led by 2 points in the first half. Effingham had a 6-point lead in the first half of action and pretty much had their lead taken away right away in that third quarter as Teutopolis comes up with the victory. Greg's done with the stats. Let's send it on over to him.
And give you the team numbers anyway. Again, the final score, Shoes 66, Hearts 57. Effingham shot 42% from the field, 11 of 24 in the first half, 12 of 31 in the second half. But a tough third quarter, just 3 of 11, and then 9 for 20 in the fourth quarter for 45%. So 12 for 31 in the second half, and Effingham 23 of 55 on the night for 42%. They had a great night at the line, just didn't get there very often. They were 7-9, that's 78%. Both teams shot great from the line. Effingham had 16 turnovers, just 6 in the second half, 23 rebounds, 11 in the second half, 20 threes, and they made 4. Only 1 for 10 on threes in the second half. Teutopolis shot 39%. The Shoes were 19 of 49. 11 of 22 in the second half, 19 of 49 on the game for 39%. Teutopolis made 7 threes and 21 tries, but they won the game at the foul line. They were 21 of 26 at the line. They outscored Effingham 21-7 at the foul line. And T-Town made both their foul shots in the third quarter, and they were 15 of 17 from the line in the fourth quarter. That is just what you need to do to close out a win. 17 of 19 in the second half and 21 of 26 for the game for 81%. And after 7 turnovers in the first quarter, T-Town had 7 turnovers the rest of the game for 14 on the contest. That's a great total. Just 4 in the second half. Shoes with 26 rebounds, so they outboarded the Hearts 26-23. And again, 7 of 21 on their three-point tries. So that's how it all shapes up. As far as the team stats on this one, I still need a little work on the individual numbers.
All right, well, we'll give you a little time there. As let's go ahead and send it back to the studios. I know not a lot of games going on this Friday night with a lot of the schools still on break and that sort of thing, but maybe Gail has been able to round up a score or two.
I've got a score or two, Matt. Looks like Neoga over Shelbyville. Final score, Neoga 63, Shelbyville 59. Fairfield, a big win over Casey Westfield. Fairfield 77, Casey Westfield 29. It was Paris over Tolono Unity 49-47. Centralia over Cahokia 61-50. Looks like Sarah Gordo Bement over Sullivan 39-35. And Robinson over Wayne City 77-61.
All right, Gail, thank you very much. Yeah, that's more than a score or two. We appreciate your hard work back at the studios, getting scores while keeping us under control on the air when we're supposed to be as well. Doing a fine job working the board back there. And keep in mind, this game was videoed by CJE, as Mr. Schmidt will have that posted up as soon as possible, probably tomorrow afternoon, maybe into tomorrow night or Sunday. You can catch that as well, as we appreciate his efforts being here to video the contest as well, as both teams are still in the locker room, lot to talk about after a contest like that. So Greg says he's ready with the individual numbers. Let's send it to him.
Thank you, man. I think I can cipher this out. For T-Town tonight, A lot of good individual performances. Jordan Hardick finished 3 for 10 from the field, but that's not the story. He was 0 for 5 in the first half. He was 3 for 5 in the second half and had 6 big points in the fourth quarter. So Hardick finished 3 for 10, including a 3. So in the second half, he had 9, finished with 13 on the night and 3 rebounds. Evan Wormert was 4 for 10 from the field, including 2 threes. And he was 1 for 3 from the line, so he had 11 points to go with 4 rebounds. Luke Ungren was 2 for 10 from the field, made a 2, made a 3, and he was 4 for 4 from the line, so he had 9 points to go with 3 boards. Brock Daters, 2 for 5 from the field for 4 points. He had 8 rebounds. Mitch Hardick was 4 for 4 from the field, and he was 7 of 8 from the line. So he had 6 points on 2 threes, 7 foul shots, and a 2-pointer. So he ended up with 15 points and had 4 rebounds. Max Nieberge, 2 for 2 from the line, made his only shot from the field, so 4 points for him with the board. Evan Addis was 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from the line for his 6 points. He had a 3. Matthew Daters made his only shot for his 2 points with 2 boards, and Jack Pelker was 0 for 2 from the field but grabbed a rebound. 12-12 and then 19-23 for T-Town in the second half. They kicked it in gear, 42 points after the break for their 66 points. For Effingham tonight, Tate Nieberge missed a 3, had 0 for 2 night. He did grab a couple of rebounds and, of course, helps run the show. Parker Wolf, 9 of 18 from the field. No made threes for Parker. 5 for 6 from the line for his 23 points, and he had 3 rebounds. Parker scored 10 in the fourth quarter. Nate Thompson finished 6 for 16 from the field and 2 for 2 from the line. He had 14 points to go with 9 rebounds. Jacob Stoneburner, 4 for 9 from the field, had 7 boards and 9 points. Drew Thompson, 4 for 9 from the field. He had 3 threes, so he finished with 8 points, had a rebound. Braden Powell's had a rebound, missed a shot, and Dylan Ritz played a little. 11, 15, 11, and 20 for the Hearts, 57 points. And Obie Farmer's here for a visit.
Thank you very much, Greg. We appreciate that as we pass the headsets over to Coach Farmer, and he's nice enough to come up after a tough loss to a rivalry in T-Town. And, Coach, a lot of aspects in this ball game. One of them, the three-point shot has become such a part of the contest, and those just weren't going down for your club here tonight.
Yeah, we weren't hitting shots like we typically were, and that hurts. Anytime shots aren't falling like we used to, puts stress on the rest of the game, and that was the case for tonight.
Well, your club battled hard in the first half of action. It was a close game, back and forth, as your club actually came out to the big lead. But that beginning of the third quarter can often spell a difference in a contest, and T-Town came out and hit you pretty hard right away. Yeah,
they were like that the entire game. They're playing tough defense, but we've had a hard time getting going in the third quarter before. It's something that we need to work on, and. You're right. When they had a few shots fall early, that, like I said, it puts a little bit more stress on us, and we couldn't hit like we were. And that, I think the third quarter and that energy that we lost and they had, that's what hurt us most in the game.
And then coming into the fourth quarter of action, a team finds themselves down. Well, you do the right things. You try to foul to get yourself back into it. But at some point in time, you have to tip your cap to a club that goes 15 of 17 at the free throw line in the fourth quarter to kind of seal the deal.
You're right. And that's something they've been known for. They shoot really well from the foul line, but it's one of those things that you have to try. You can't just pack it up and go home and say that they're going to hit shots. We gotta make them earn it. And they did that at the free throw line. They hit the shots they needed to. But our guys aren't going to go away. No. All the way down to the end. We're going to battle and see if we can't get something going and put a run of some points together and give us a shot at it.
And like you say, your club didn't give up. They drove into the lane when the outside shot wasn't falling, gave themselves opportunities for some three-point plays, and kept themselves in the contest.
Right. It was one of those things we're trying to, even if defenders come in and try to start Parker on his drive. You know, we're hoping we got spot-up shooters on the perimeter, and typically that's something we're pretty good at, you know, shooting for the season, you know, 35, 40% from the arc, and today wasn't even close to that. So, you know, that might have been a big difference in the game as well. You know, but typically, Matt, we have those rebounds there to, you know, Nate cleans up the boards and Stoney and all those guys down there. But when they got big guys in there as well that are going to rebound hard and do those things the same way we do, it makes it a little more tough.
You know, it's a kind of an interesting couple of weeks, of course, with the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic and now this ball game that was rescheduled from a snow out earlier in the season. Will it be nice to kind of get back in a normal routine of having kids in school and then practices and games and that sort of thing?
Yeah, you know, anytime you can get back into the flow of things, you know, your day-to-day schedule, you hope your basketball ability improves and gets back to normal as well. You know, yeah. It
is when you come back, though, it's not going to be anything easy.
No, we got the Apollo Conference. That's pretty tough. We've got Muhammad, I think, on Tuesday, and we just keep grinding through conference play. It's going to be another tough game with guys that rebound and shoot well, just like we played against tonight. You know, so there's no rest for us. We got to keep grinding and keep getting ready for the next game.
These games, much like the tournament games, though, they prepare you, get you ready, get you tough, get your team toughened up for a postseason run that'll always be interesting here. And well, you have to start kind of. I know coaches don't think much more than a game or two ahead, but at the same time, you know, postseason now, you're about halfway through the year.
Yeah, you know, every game we play, we try to get ready for that postseason play. Like we talk about extending the season as much as we can. You know, regardless of the postseason stuff, you know, you like to get wins like this. You know, it's a momentum booster, it's a morale booster going into the rest of your season. You know, I hope our guys understand that the effort they showed at the end is something that we can build on, and we might have to keep doing to try to pull people out of their norm and out of their flow. You know, so even though it was a loss, the only bad loss is one you don't learn from. And I think our kids learned a little bit tonight, and I think it made us a little bit better.
Was nice to see Drew Thompson be able to take the floor, and really he played a pretty solid ball game, kind of picking up where he left off before he got injured.
Yeah, so he hit some big ones. You know, he missed some at the end, but you know he'd made enough at the beginning to make himself an efficient shooter for the game. You know, where we didn't do very well is our shots around the bucket. You know, we were fading away and trying to get away from contact and stuff like that, and that's not our game. You know, we try to draw that contact and play through and trying to get those and one calls. So we were out of our norm a little bit, and you know, we weren't playing the heart basketball that we were used to, and it's something we're gonna have to address tomorrow at practice, and we're gonna have to fix so we can get back in the flow of things and try to keep building on this record and get ready for the postseason.
Well, it is still a fine record, 9-5 at this point in the season. Nothing to shake your head about as the Hearts, well, like you say, get ready to get going in more of the Apollo Conference flow here as we get back to school, so to speak, in January.
Yep, that's right. You know, we'll get back to work and we'll keep playing good basketball and doing things right. You know, doing things we're supposed to be doing them. You know, hopefully, like I said, get ready for that postseason run.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up and chatting with us. We know you got other things that you got to do yet tonight, but it's always nice to talk with you.
Thank you.
That's Coach Obie Farmer of the Effingham Hearts, nice enough to spend some time with us after the ball game as the Effingham Hearts fall to the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes by a score of 66-57. Let's take a little break. We'll see if we can get Coach Chester Reeder up to the booth as well here as Teutopolis picked up the victory over Effingham by a score of 66-57 in high school basketballs on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
We're back at Effingham High School, and the final score was Teutopolis 66, Effingham 57, and Coach Reeder of the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes has made his way to the booth. And, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a good win. It's a quality opponent. well-coached team. We're excited with our performance tonight.
I had the opportunity to see your club quite a bit during the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic, announcing a lot of those games, and I got to be honest, Coach, in the first 3 minutes or so, there was about 6 or 7 turnovers, and I thought, ooh, here we go again. But your club really corrected themselves.
Yeah, we, it's nothing fancy, nothing fancy. We are all about taking care of the ball and rebounding the ball. If we do those two things, we're going to have a chance against anybody. And, first quarter, first half, we had 9 turnovers, a lot of them unforced, which is frustrating. But they responded well. The second half only had 5 in the second half. When we give ourselves a chance to shoot the ball every possession, we've got a better chance. But we've got to fix those things. We can't have starts where we just throw it to the other team.
But again, it was impressive the way the kids kind of recovered from that initial start, and really that impressive start to the third quarter kind of put you on the path to victory in my mind.
Yeah, we came out, we played one of our best quarters in that third quarter in all aspects. We were contesting shots, we were rebounding, we were getting the looks that we wanted out of our offense. We mixed up different actions against them on the offensive end, and we got a lot of really nice looks, and some guys really stepped up tonight for us.
Absolutely, and the first person that jumps to my mind is, when you look at the scoring table, is Mitch Hardick.
Yeah.
He finished with 17 in the ball game, and this is a kid you depend on for a lot of things. Not necessarily points in every game, but man, he really caught fire and stayed hot all game long.
Yeah, Mitch is a kid who, he sometimes struggles with confidence in his shot, but he's got a really nice shot, and when he catches in rhythm and just shoots it, he's a tough one to guard, because it gives us another wrinkle that teams have to be aware of, and he always brings it on the defensive end. He's our anchor. He does everything for us on that end. He got a little foul trouble tonight, but he figured out a way to still have an impact even with foul trouble. Yeah, I'm so proud of him. Like I said, when he catches in rhythm, we always want him to shoot it, and we just need him to always have that confidence.
So many people stepped up for you in another way too, and that's at the free throw line late in this contest. You fight, you scrap, you work to get yourself a 6, 7, 8, 9-point lead, and then you still have to secure it at the line, and your club went 15 of 17 in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. That's a pretty good way to close out a contest.
Well, you guys got to witness our Thanksgiving free throw shooting, and so we came out of Thanksgiving shooting 42%. So I started offering Mountain Dews if we shot 75% as a team, and they're starting to bankrupt me here, because the past 3 games they've been over it, and our free throw numbers just keep climbing. And whatever works for them, I don't care what it is. If they're going to make free throws for Mountain Dews, that's fine with me. They can keep making them.
Well, your club continues to pick up wins, as you're now 10-3 on the season, and I kind of talked with Coach Farmer about this too. As fun as the last week and a half has kind of been, probably be nice to get back into a normal rhythm here, so to speak.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get into a routine, and a Tuesday, Friday routine, and getting some quality practice time. So we're looking forward to even getting better. I really do think we've only scratched the surface. We got a lot of ways to improve, but tonight was a good start. Just looking at it immediately, probably our best performance in 32 minutes.
Well, Coach, it was a fine victory as you come into a rivalry game against your crosstown opponent with Effingham, and crossing the creek there to T-Town and pick up a victory. And your Shoes now have something to propel themselves a little bit farther forward into what's coming up on postseason play.
Yeah.
Really not that far away now.
I know. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and keep it. These guys. What I really appreciate about them is they don't get too high, they don't get too low. They're committed to being the best kids they can be, best basketball players they can be, and keep improving every day. So tomorrow we'll be back in there, and we'll get better.
Coach, we appreciate you talking with us after the game, and congratulations to your Wooden Shoes.
Thank you very much.
Coach Reeder of the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes spending some time with us after the contest as his club picks up the 66-57 victory over Effingham And, Greg, what was an entertaining ball game. You just never know how these things are going to go when you've got these crosstown rivals going against each other, or cross-creek rivals in this case, with Teutopolis coming over. And but we always know it's a lot of fun.
It always is a lot of fun. Great crowd on hand tonight. And Teutopolis had an early flurry of turnovers, and then they just about evaporated, and then a tremendous job at the line. And you make your foul shots and you stop turning the ball over, you're going most of your games.
And that's what Teutopolis did. Effingham fought hard. Got to credit the Hearts for a good battle here tonight, but it was Teutopolis victorious. Gail worked hard for us back at the studios. We appreciate her efforts there. And CJ also here videoing the contest, and you can find that tomorrow afternoonish, maybe tomorrow evening, as he has to work pretty hard to get all this put together for us, but we appreciate everything that he does as well.
Hope that helps that we match shirts tonight, CJ. I don't know about color patterns and things, but hopefully that helps.
Yeah, anything can help with me. It only can make it better. Final score again here at Effingham. Teutopolis 66, Effingham 57. Greg, why don't you go ahead and take tomorrow off with that voice?
Thank you. I promise I will.
You just relax a little bit, and we'll have you coming back strong next week as we get into more high school coverage here.
I got girls game Monday night.
Yep. It's going to be fun. It always is. January always gets busy for us.
Yes, indeed. Better to have it now than later on in the month.
That is for sure. Well, for Gail, for Greg, for CJ, I'm Matt. Congratulations to the Wooden Shoes as they are victorious against Effingham tonight, and that'll do it here on 97.9 XFM.
Thanks for listening. This has been a production of Premier Broadcasting Incorporated.